The Texas Court of Criminal Appeals has paused what would be the country's first execution for a murder conviction centered around what's known as shaken baby syndrome. Robert Roberson set to be executed 1 week from today for the death of his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki Curtis. This, by the way, is the third execution date for Roberson since his conviction, and his death penalty sentence was handed down in 2003. Fox 4's Sean Rabb is in studio breaking down these developments. Sean?
Yeah, and a lot to talk about. That October 16th execution date stopped by the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. It means a new trial for Robert Roberson. Roberson was convicted of capital murder in 2003 for the death of his 2-year-old daughter. Much of the evidence in that trial centered around a controversial diagnosis of shaken baby syndrome. Today, the court granted the stay based on the state's junk science law, which allows a person to seek relief if the evidence against them is no longer credible. And the appeals court, in pausing Roberson's execution, pointed to a case last year that overturned the conviction of Andrew Wayne Rourke, a North Texan, in another shaken baby case. In a statement, Roberson's attorney writes, "We are relieved and grateful that members of the Court of Criminal Appeals appreciate the parallels between Andrew Rourke's case and Robert Roberson's, and the case is being sent back to the district court for further proceedings. The issue will be whether the decision granting relief to the now exonerated Andrew Rourke requires relief for Robert as well." Just off the Zoom with State Rep Retta Bowers, one of the legislative advocates for Roberson. She was among a bipartisan group that visited him yesterday.
We're all thankful to see this day come. I was thankful for yesterday, and I told Robert that we're sitting here. It's been a year, and we're still sitting here. We're talking to you. And I hope that his story can be heard and the truth will come forward, that it is the fairest trial that he could have asked for, that he gets the real trial that he needed back then.
Of course, Bowers is one of those on the House Criminal Jurisprudence Committee who were very instrumental in securing an execution stay a year ago. Right this hour, we are waiting on Roberson's attorneys to hold a news conference in Austin. We'll have that and more for you starting on Fox 4 News at 4, and of course online all the time at fox4news.com.
All right, Sean Rabb reporting. Thank you.
Well, the State Fair of Texas is in full swing, and there are new options for students to use their free tickets to the most Texan place on earth.
Fox 4's Peyton May live at Fair Park with an update. Good morning.
Good morning, Lauren. You know, there's so many families who want to take advantage of all the fair fun while it's here, but the fair organizers here say sometimes it's very difficult for parents to make that work during the weekday. So to expand opportunities for pre-K through 8th grade students who live within 100 miles of the fairgrounds, free ticket vouchers can now be used on any day, including the final 2 weekends. Now, those vouchers were typically only valid on weekdays, so this is the first year of the weekend expansion. And you may have seen the posts on social media about smaller crowds at the fair. A spokesperson for the fair addressed that in the Dallas Morning News, saying the fair is not empty and you don't always need to believe what you see. In 2024, more than 2 million people visited the fair, but only the fair's last 3rd and 4th weekend had over 100,000 visitors daily. That's according to the fair's attendance records. Now, the spokesperson says that's pretty common. Typically, it's not as busy at the start of the fair, but then business ramps up during the end of the fair season. Back to you.
All right. People have been posting about some of the prices being a little too expensive, Peyton. I'm curious, are you seeing any discounts that people can take advantage of to make it not so pricey?
Yeah, Lauren, that's very important. I mean, there are discounts for seniors on Thursdays. There's discounts on admission for kids after 5 p.m. on any day. And then there's also some discounts for members of the military and first responders. They'll get $5 off admission. I also want to add that there are some vendors specifically tailored to more affordable prices and food here.
Yeah, those tickets, they add up.
Oh,
I tell you, add up quick. Thanks, Peyton.
The Dallas Stars kick the new season tonight off on the road, and there's been growing speculation about how long the team will call downtown Dallas home. Let's head over to Fox 4's Stephen Dial as we get dialed in on the future of the AAC.
The American Airlines Center opened 24 years ago and recently got a facelift with new seats and a larger video board. But it appears the Stars are considering leaving when their lease is up. The Stars lease with the AAC is not up until 2031. But in a statement, a team spokesperson told me the Dallas Stars are continually evaluating all options for the home of our franchise in North Texas. So when would the team be looking to leave Dallas, or where would they be going? There's been rumors about the team moving to Arlington, but there has been multiple reports that the Stars are seriously considering Plano. The team headquarters is close to Plano in Frisco. Now, all of this comes as the Mavs CEO said that the team wants a new arena by 2031, the same year the Stars lease is up. The Mavs told us earlier this year they are looking at every option to keep the team in Dallas. Now, the speculation machine has already started with the Mavs as well. The team's owner recently bought the land where the old Texas Stadium was in Irving. That plan was to have a resort, casino, and arena. The casino portion was removed after some community members pushed back and no movement with the state legislature.
Now, Stephen, Mavs leadership has said that they do want a new arena. What's the Stars' reason for possibly moving?
Right, so it's still early, so there's no clear reason, but sports teams have started to enjoy being in a more mixed-use type area, similar to the Battery, where my hometown Atlanta Braves play. Maybe the Stars are testing the waters to see if they might fit in a new development or get a better deal with the AAC when the Mavs move on.
Now, of course, there's still some time, a few years we're talking about, 2031. Have city officials said anything about the speculation?
Yes, city leaders are going to do everything they can to keep both franchises here in the city of Dallas. Mayor Eric Johnson specifically started a committee to attract professional sports teams to Dallas. We do know there is speculation about the future of Dallas City Hall, which needs millions of dollars in repairs. That valuable real estate could be a landing spot for the Mavs, which would be next to the new convention center. 2031 seems so far away, but the groundwork is being laid soon as these franchises will have to deal with some really big decisions.
Big decisions and big implications on wherever they might move, and for fans of both big teams too here
And will
locally.
there be public transportation to it? Will there be a train stop
How to get to
it?
the games. I know, I feel like we went through an iteration of this with AT&T Stadium, and people had a lot of opinions on that move, so I'm sure there will be more to come on this.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Dial, thanks. Okay, and Fox 4, a reminder, is the broadcasting partner for the Dallas Stars. As the team is on the road, fans here at home can join in on the fun. The team is hosting a watch party tonight at the AT&T Discovery District. That is in downtown Dallas. Puck drops at 7 p.m. And as a reminder, Fox 4 and our sister station are broadcasting your Dallas Stars for most of the games. We'll be carrying more than a dozen this season. Our first telecast is a week from tonight when the Stars host Vancouver on Channel 27. The first Fox 4 game is October 21st against Columbus.
Lauren, the news of this peace deal brought cheers this morning in Tel Aviv, Israel. There were also celebrations among people in Gaza. People in both regions savoring a moment of hope after 2 devastating years of war. President Trump posting on Truth Social last night, "I am very proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan. This means that all of the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed-upon line as the first steps." The plan to pause the fighting came together after days of negotiations in Egypt in exchange for the release of the 20 living hostages still being held. Israel is agreeing to release 1,700 Palestinian prisoners held in Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu released a statement last night that said, in part, "A big day for Israel. I will convene the government today to approve the agreement and bring all our precious hostages home. With God's help, together we will continue to achieve all our goals and expand peace with our neighbors." Netanyahu also thanked President Trump and his team for their commitment to what he called this sacred mission. More aid is also expected to start flowing to the Gaza Strip as Israel Israeli forces make their withdrawal. All of this comes nearly 2 years to the day since the war began in October of 2023. That's when Hamas attacked a village in southern Israel, killing more than 1,200 people, taking more than 250 hostages. Israel's military campaign since then has killed tens of thousands in Gaza, according to the local health ministry, and left much of the territory in ruins. This first phase is a major hurdle to cross in the peace effort, but the second phase will include some difficult issues, including the disarmament of Hamas and who will rule the Gaza Strip going forward. Israel says the hostages expected to be released in a single phase within 72 hours. The return of the 28 deceased hostages will take longer, but Israel insists on their inclusion in this deal. Dan Godwin on Good Day.